Welcome to Sleep, a place where every gentle sound guides you toward peace, and every moment helps you drift into deep, restful sleep. I'm so glad you've joined me tonight. Dear listener, take a moment to settle into the place where you are resting now. Feel the surface beneath you supporting your body without effort. Notice how the air moves gently around your face, how your shoulders can soften, how your jaw can loosen. There is nothing you need to do right now, nothing to fix, nothing to solve. Just allow yourself to arrive at this moment exactly as it is. As you breathe in, imagine the breath arriving like a slow tide. As you breathe out, imagine it leaving just as calmly, carrying away any tightness you no longer need. With each breath, your body remembers how to rest. Your thoughts may still wander, and that is perfectly fine. You do not need to chase them. Let them drift by like clouds crossing a wide evening sky. Listen for the quiet sounds around you. Maybe there is a distant hum, a fan turning, a faint crackle from a heater, or simply the soft rhythm of your own breathing. Let these sounds become part of the story, part of the calm that wraps around you now. If your eyelids wish to close, let them. If they want to stay open, that is fine too. Sleep knows how to find you when it is ready. With every slow breath, your body grows heavier, more relaxed, as if you are sinking gently into a warm bed of moss beneath an old tree. The world outside can wait. This time is just for you. Our story today begins in a quieter world, far back in time, where evenings moved slowly and dreams were believed to carry meaning. Long ago, in feudal Japan, there was a man named Akinosuke. He lived a modest life, one shaped by routine and simple expectations. His days were filled with ordinary work, and his nights with ordinary sleep. On one particular afternoon, rain began to fall in a steady, patient rhythm. The sky dimmed, and the air grew cool and fragrant with wet earth. Akinosuke took shelter beneath a large tree near his home. Its branches were wide and protective, and the leaves whispered softly as raindrops touched them. Beneath this tree there was an old stone, warmed by the day and now cooling in the rain. Akinosuke sat down, listening to the rainfall, feeling the calm that often comes when the world slows. The rain seemed to speak in its own language, a language of rest and reflection. Before Akinosuke realized it, his breathing deepened, his eyes grew heavy. The sound of rain and rustling leaves blended together, and sleep came quietly, without announcement. As he slept, the world shifted. In his dream, Akinosuke felt himself standing once more, alert and awake. The rain was gone, and in its place was a soft golden light. The tree above him looked taller, grander, its bark glowing as if lit from within. From the roots of the tree, a narrow path appeared, winding away into a landscape he had never seen before. A gentle breeze moved through the air, carrying the faint flutter of wings. Butterflies appeared, their colors muted and calming, whites and pale golds drifting slowly around him. They did not rush, they seemed to float, as if time itself had softened. Akinosuke followed the path, feeling drawn forward without fear. Each step felt light, effortless. The butterflies guided him, always just ahead, always within sight. Soon the path opened into a vast and beautiful kingdom, filled with delicate structures and quiet harmony. He was welcomed there, treated with respect and warmth. Time moved strangely in this place. Days passed like moments, and moments stretched like years. Akinosuke found himself given responsibilities, honor, even love. He lived a full life within this dream, rich with meaning and emotion. Years seemed to pass. He grew older, wiser. He felt joy and sorrow, pride and regret, all woven together like threads in a tapestry. And always, in the background, the butterflies appeared, gentle and constant, reminding him of something he could not quite remember. Then, as gently as the dream began, it began to fade. A soft wind moved through the kingdom. The butterflies lifted and drifted away. The light dimmed, and the world seemed to fold inward, like a scroll being carefully rolled closed. Akinosuke felt himself falling, not with fear, but with release. The air was fresh. Only a few moments had passed. Near him, 2 butterflies rested briefly on the stone before lifting into the air and disappearing. Akinosuke sat in silence, his heart full, his mind quiet. He understood then that entire lifetimes could exist in a single dream, and that ambition, power, and worry were as fragile as wings. If these quiet tales are helping you drift off, a gentle like or a silent subscribe would mean the world. It helps this sleepy corner of the internet reach others who need a little calm too. I always wonder, where in the world are you listening from right now? If you're still awake, leave a whisper of a comment, maybe your city and the time on your clock. It's a beautiful thing, this quiet little global gathering, all connected through stories and stillness. Now, let's set the mood, dim the lights, maybe turn on a fan for that soft background hum, and get comfortable. And now, as we return to the rhythm of the story, let your breathing slow once more. Imagine yourself beside Akinosuke, feeling the damp earth beneath your feet, the cool evening air brushing your skin. The tree stands tall and steady, a reminder of patience and time. The rain begins again, softly, not to disturb, but to soothe. In this world, dreams are not escapes, they are teachers. They arrive when the mind grows quiet enough to listen. Akinosuke rose from the stone and walked home, but he carried the dream within him. His steps were slower now, more deliberate. He noticed small things he once ignored. The way lantern light reflected on wet ground. The way night insects sang in careful harmony. As night settled, he lay down to sleep again, not chasing dreams, but welcoming rest. You too can let go now. Your mind can keep what it needs and release the rest. With every breath, you sink deeper into comfort. Thoughts soften, muscles loosen, the world grows quieter. Imagine the butterflies once more, drifting slowly through a warm, dark sky. They move without urgency, without effort. You can follow them if you like, or simply watch as they pass. There is nothing else you need to do tonight. As the night deepens, the world around Akinosuke grows quieter. His home rests beneath the same sky that watched over his dream. The roof creaks gently as it cools. Somewhere nearby, a hearth gives off a faint, steady warmth, the kind that glows rather than crackles. Shadows stretch and soften along the walls, and time loosens its grip. Sleep comes to Akinosuke, again, not suddenly, but gradually, like a door slowly closing on the day. And as he sleeps, the dream returns, not as before, but deeper. Our story now sets sail beyond the moment of waking, into the space where dreams and memory begin to blur. Akinosuke finds himself walking along a quiet path at dusk. The sky is painted in muted colors, soft indigo and warm amber. The air is calm, carrying the scent of grass and distant water. Each step he takes feels unhurried, as if the ground itself encourages him to slow down. On either side of the path, tall grasses sway gently, brushing together with a soothing hush. The sound is steady and rhythmic, like breathing. Fireflies appear, one by one, their lights pulsing slowly, never harsh, never bright. Far ahead, he sees a village nestled among low hills. Lanterns glow warmly, welcoming rather than calling. As he approaches, he notices how peaceful everything feels. No one rushes, no voices are raised. Even the dogs resting near doorways barely lift their heads as he passes. Akinosuke is greeted with quiet bows and soft smiles. There is no ceremony, no questions. It is as if he has always belonged here. He is offered a simple meal: warm rice, steamed vegetables, clear soup that tastes faintly of the sea. He eats slowly, savoring each bite, feeling nourishment spread gently through his body. There is comfort in the simplicity, in the way nothing is excessive. Afterward, he is shown to a room with open screens that look out onto a garden. Moonlight spills across smooth stones and shallow water. Somewhere, a bamboo fountain taps softly, its rhythm unchanging. Akinosuke sits and watches. His thoughts drift, not toward ambition or regret, but toward presence, the feeling of being here, now. As the night deepens further, butterflies begin to appear again. They emerge from the garden, from the shadows, from the moonlight itself. Their wings move slowly, silently. Each one seems to carry a small piece of memory, a moment from another life, another time. They circle him, not intrusively, but gently, like guardians of sleep. One butterfly lands on his hand. He feels no weight, only a subtle warmth. In that moment, he understands something without words. Life, whether lived in waking or in dreams, passes quickly. Meaning is found not in how much is gained, but in how deeply each moment is felt. The butterfly lifts and rejoins the others. Akinosuke lies down, the garden still visible beyond the open screen. He does not try to hold on to the dream. He allows it to carry him. And as you listen, you may notice your own body growing heavier. Your breathing slows. Your thoughts stretch out, becoming quieter, less defined. You do not need to remember every detail of this story. You do not need to follow every image. Let them come and go. Let my words be like a slow river, carrying you gently along. In the dream, seasons begin to change. Spring arrives softly. Cherry blossoms fall without urgency, drifting through the air like pale snow. Summer follows, warm and full, cicadas singing in the distance. Autumn brings cool evenings and the scent of fallen leaves. Winter arrives with stillness, the world hushed beneath frost. Akinosuke lives through these seasons with ease. He works when work is needed. He rests when rest is called for. He speaks when words are useful and remains silent when silence feels right. Years pass again. Though they do not feel heavy, they feel complete. And always the butterflies return, marking transitions, appearing at moments of quiet understanding. They never rush him. They never demand attention. They simply are. One evening, as snow falls gently outside, Akinosuke sits near a low fire. The flames glow softly, their light slow and steady. He watches them, feeling the warmth on his skin, listening to the faint pop of settling wood. A sense of completion settles over him, like a blanket. He knows, without fear, that this dream is nearing its end. The butterflies gather once more, their wings catching the firelight. They move together now, forming a slow, graceful spiral. A breeze passes through the room, cool and clean. Akinosuke closes his eyes, and perhaps you can imagine closing yours too, if they are not already closed. Breathing in, slow and easy. Breathing out, long and calm. The dream begins to dissolve, not abruptly, but like mist lifting from a field at dawn. Akinosuke wakes again beneath the old tree. Morning light filters through the leaves. The world feels fresh, newly washed. Birds call softly from nearby branches. Only moments have passed. He stands, brushing dirt from his clothing, and notices two butterflies resting near the roots of the tree. They lift together and vanish into the air. Akinosuke bows his head, not in confusion, but in gratitude. From that day on, he lives differently. He no longer chases what cannot last. He no longer measures life by status or gain. He listens more. He rests more. He notices the sound of rain, the warmth of fire, the quiet joy of simply being. And now, dear listener, the story loosens its hold. You can let it drift away, scene by scene, image by image. If thoughts arise, let them pass. If sleep comes, welcome it. Imagine yourself beneath that same tree, protected, supported, surrounded by calm. The air is cool. The ground is steady beneath you. The world feels safe enough to rest. I will stay with you a little longer, speaking softly, until you no longer need the sound of my voice. Your breathing is slow. Your body is heavy. Your mind is quiet. And the butterflies drift on. As the story settles, it opens into a quieter space, one where meaning is felt rather than explained. After Akinosuke's final waking beneath the tree, life continues, but with a different texture. The same paths lead through his village. The same mountains rest on the horizon. Yet everything feels subtly transformed, as if the world itself is breathing more slowly. Morning light enters his home in a softer way. He wakes before the sun fully rises, listening to the gentle hush that exists just before the day begins. A rooster calls somewhere far off, not sharply, but calmly. Akinosuke sits for a moment before standing, feeling the simple miracle of being awake. He steps outside. The ground is cool beneath his feet. Dew clings to blades of grass, catching the early light. He notices how each breath feels full, unhurried. There is no rush to be anywhere else. As he walks, butterflies appear again, fewer now, quieter. They move lazily through the air, never startling, never urgent. They seem less like messengers and more like reminders. Small signs that life, whether dreamed or lived, is always passing through. Akinosuke begins to live with care. He speaks kindly. He listens deeply. When rain falls, he pauses to hear it. When fire burns low in the hearth, he watches until the embers fade. Each moment becomes complete in itself. And as you listen, your own moments can soften too. Feel how the weight of your body is fully supported. Notice how the surface beneath you holds you without effort. You do not need to hold yourself up. Gravity is doing that for you. Breathing in slowly, breathing out even more slowly. Time stretches. In the evenings, Akinosuke often returns to the old tree. He sits beneath it, not to sleep, but simply to be. The tree stands as it always has, steady and silent. Its roots reach deep into the earth. Its branches cradle the sky. Sometimes butterflies pass through the air nearby. Sometimes they do not. Either way is fine. One evening, as the sun lowers and the world turns gold, Akinosuke closes his eyes beneath the tree. He does not fall into a dream this time. Instead, he drifts into a state between waking and sleep, a state where thoughts loosen and images come gently, without shape. In that space, he feels the presence of all the lives he lived in dreams, not as memories, but as echoes, soft impressions, a sense of fullness. And perhaps you can feel something similar now, a fullness that does not need explanation, a calm that does not need effort. The air grows cooler. Evening insects begin their slow song. The rhythm is steady, predictable, comforting. As night arrives, lanterns glow in the distance. Their light is warm and contained, not demanding attention. Akinosuke opens his eyes and stands, bowing lightly to the tree before returning home. Sleep comes easily to him now, and as sleep comes to you, the story continues quietly, without needing your attention. In the dream space, there is no longer a kingdom, no longer a rise or fall. There is only landscape, wide fields under a star-filled sky, water moving slowly beneath moonlight, stones warmed by the day, cooling through the night. Butterflies rest on flowers that open only in darkness. Their wings move almost imperceptibly. Akinosuke walks through this space without a body, without effort. He is awareness itself, drifting gently. There is no beginning here, no ending, only movement, only rest. If thoughts arise, they pass like ripples on water. If emotions arise, they soften and fade. Everything is allowed. Nothing is held. You may notice now that your breathing has found its own rhythm. You no longer need to guide it. It knows what to do. Your shoulders may feel heavier. Your face may feel smooth and slack. Your hands rest easily, fingers loose. This is the body remembering sleep. In the dream landscape, dawn begins to glow faintly, though the sun does not rise. Light simply increases, slowly, evenly. The stars dim one by one, the air warms. Akinosuke feels a sense of quiet gratitude, not for anything specific, just for being part of this gentle flow. And you can feel that too, if you wish, or you can simply rest. The butterflies lift and drift away, dissolving into light. The landscape fades, not into darkness, but into stillness. There is nothing left to imagine, only rest, only calm. If you are asleep already, these words will pass you by. If you are hovering at the edge of sleep, let yourself tip gently forward. There is no need to stay awake. I will keep my voice soft, steady, and slow. Your night is safe. Your rest is earned. Dear listener, if you are still floating somewhere between waking and sleep, that is a perfectly gentle place to be. You do not need to move closer to sleep or farther away from it. Let it come to you in its own unhurried way, like a tide that knows the shore well. My voice can fade in and out now. You might notice only pieces of sentences, or just the tone. That is enough. Even listening without listening is still resting. In the quiet, after the dream, the world around Akinosuke continues its slow rhythm. Days pass without needing to be counted. The sun rises and sets, never rushing, never late. Clouds gather and drift apart. Rain falls when it must and stops when it is done. Akinosuke becomes known in his village not for any great achievement, but for his calm presence. People notice that speaking with him feels like sitting near a warm fire on a cool evening. Words are fewer, but more meaningful. Silences feel comfortable rather than empty. He tends a small garden now, nothing elaborate. Simple plants that grow steadily, responding to care without demand. He waters them in the early morning, when the air is still cool and the ground welcomes moisture. He watches the way droplets cling briefly to leaves before falling away. Butterflies visit the garden from time to time. They rest on flowers, on stones, sometimes on his sleeve. He never tries to catch them. He understands now that they are not meant to be held. As night comes, Akinosuke often sits quietly near the hearth. The fire burns low, its glow steady and reassuring. The sound of settling wood is soft, almost rhythmic. Shadows move gently along the walls, stretching and shrinking as the flames shift. If you imagine this scene, imagine it slowly. There is no need to fill in every detail. Let it remain slightly blurred, like a memory that is more feeling than image. Notice your own breath again, in, out, nothing forced, nothing held. Sleep often arrives in these moments, unnoticed. When Akinosuke sleeps now, his dreams are simple. No kingdoms, no long years compressed into moments. Sometimes he dreams of walking beside a river, listening to water move over smooth stones. Sometimes he dreams of clouds drifting across an open sky. Sometimes he does not remember dreaming at all, and that is enough. In one dream, softer than the rest, he stands once more beneath the old tree. The tree is unchanged, strong, patient. Its leaves whisper quietly, even though there is no wind. Butterflies gather briefly, then lift and fade into the air. Akinosuke does not follow them. He sits, he rests, and the dream dissolves into deep, quiet sleep. You may feel yourself slipping in the same way now. Thoughts thinning, images fading, awareness softening around the edges. If you wake briefly later in the night, that is okay. You can return to this calm just by remembering the tree, the rain, the butterflies moving slowly through warm air. Your body knows how to sleep. Your mind knows how to rest. There is nothing left to do. The story does not need an ending. It simply becomes silent. I will stay quiet now, letting the space between words grow wider, breathing slow, body heavy, mind calm. And if sleep has already taken you, then these words will gently dissolve, like mist in the morning. The night continues to unfold gently, both in your world and in the world of the story. Time is no longer measured in minutes or hours. It is measured in breaths, in the slow rise and fall of your chest, in the way your thoughts arrive and leave without asking permission. Somewhere, far from urgency, Akinosuke's village rests beneath a wide sky. Stars appear one by one, not all at once, as if they are taking their time. The moon hangs low and calm, casting soft light across rooftops and paths. Nothing moves quickly here. Even the night knows how to be patient. Akinosuke lies sleeping, his body loose and warm, his breath deep and even. The room around him is simple. Tatami mats hold the quiet of the day. The walls carry faint shadows that barely move. Outside, night insects sing in an unbroken rhythm, steady and soothing. In this deep rest, the dream returns once more, but now it is different. There is no clear beginning. Akinosuke finds himself standing beside water, a wide, slow river that reflects the sky like polished glass. The surface moves gently, barely rippling. The air is cool and clean. Each breath feels like it reaches deeper than the last. He does not remember arriving here. He does not wonder how long he has been standing. He simply is. Along the riverbank, smooth stones rest in quiet patterns. Some are dark with moisture, some are pale and dry. All of them feel timeless. Butterflies drift above the water, their reflections shimmering briefly before disappearing. Their wings move slowly, as if even flight has learned how to rest. Akinosuke begins to walk, not toward anything in particular, but alongside the river. His steps leave no marks. The ground receives him without resistance. As he walks, memories surface and fade. Not sharp memories, not heavy ones, just impressions. The sound of rain on leaves, the warmth of a hearth in winter, the feeling of sitting beneath a tree while the world slows down. Each memory rises, floats for a moment, and then dissolves into the air. You may notice the same thing happening now. Thoughts drifting up, a feeling, an image, a word, and then gently passing on, leaving space behind. This space is where rest lives. Further along the river, the land opens into a wide field. Tall grass moves slowly, guided by a breeze that barely touches the skin. The sky above is vast, deep, and calm. There is no sun here, no moon either, just a soft, even glow, as if the world is lit from within. Akinosuke stops walking. He stands still, feeling the ground beneath him, feeling the air around him. There is a sense of belonging here, not to a place, but to a moment. Butterflies gather again, forming a loose circle around him. They are quiet, unhurried. Their presence feels familiar, comforting, like old friends who do not need conversation. One by one, they begin to settle on the grass, on stones, on the surface of the river itself, somehow floating without disturbance. The entire scene grows still, and in that stillness, something shifts. Akinosuke feels lighter, as if the idea of having a body has softened. He feels himself spread outward, not physically, but in awareness. He is the river and the field and the sky. He is the quiet between sounds. He is the pause between breaths. There is no effort in this, no striving. It simply happens when nothing is being held. You may feel a similar lightness now, a sense that the boundaries of your body are less important, that you do not need to know exactly where you end and the space around you begins. That is okay. The dream does not ask for understanding. It only asks for presence. Time stretches thin here, or perhaps it disappears entirely. There is no waiting, no anticipation, just being. Eventually, without any signal, the butterflies lift again. They rise slowly, gracefully, dissolving into the glow of the sky. The river continues its soft movement. The grass continues to sway, and Akinosuke fades with the scene, not into darkness, but into deeper rest. In the waking world, his breathing remains slow and steady. His body lies completely at ease. The night passes gently around him, and in your world, the same night is holding you. You might hear a distant sound, a car far away, a house settling, the faint hum of electricity. These sounds do not pull you out of rest. They become part of it, blending into the background like distant waves. Your muscles are loose now. Your forehead is smooth, your jaw unclenched. Your shoulders are heavy and relaxed. If sleep has already taken you, then these words will simply flow past without landing. If you are still hovering at the edge, let yourself drift a little further. There is nothing waiting on the other side of sleep. No task, no demand, just more rest. The story does not need to continue in images anymore. It can continue as quiet. But if your mind wishes for something to hold on to, you can return to the river, the slow water, the soft glow. The butterflies move without effort. You can imagine lying down there on cool grass, looking up at the wide, gentle sky, feeling completely supported, completely safe, breathing in, breathing out, longer, slower, deeper. I will keep speaking softly, slowly, allowing more space between the words, until even the words feel unnecessary. And when sleep arrives, it can take everything with it. Dear listener, if you are still drifting somewhere in this soft space, let that drifting continue. There is no bottom you need to reach, no moment you need to catch. Rest is not a destination. It is a gentle unfolding. My voice can feel farther away now, like a sound carried across water. You might hear it clearly, or only sense its presence. Either way is perfect. Even if you fall asleep between one sentence and the next, the calm remains. The night grows deeper. In Akinosuke's world, the village sleeps as one quiet body. Doors are closed. Lanterns have dimmed. Even the wind seems to move more slowly, as if it does not wish to disturb anything. The mountains stand dark and patient against the sky, their outlines softened by moonlight. Inside his home, Akinosuke rests without dreams for a time. This is the deepest sleep, the kind that has no images and no story, the kind where the body repairs itself and the mind loosens its grip entirely. Perhaps you are there now too. In that deep place, the breath becomes almost silent. The pauses between breaths grow longer, more spacious. The body feels heavy and light at the same time, heavy with rest, light with release. Eventually, as often happens, a dream forms again, not sharply, not suddenly. It rises like fog from a lake at dawn. This time, Akinosuke is not standing or walking. He is lying on his back beneath a wide open sky. The ground beneath him is warm, as if it has held sunlight all day and is now slowly letting it go. Above him, clouds drift lazily, changing shape without purpose. He watches them without thought. A butterfly crosses his field of vision, then another, then none at all. The sky slowly darkens, not into night, but into a deep, velvety blue. Stars appear, faint at first, then steady. They do not twinkle, they simply are. Akinosuke feels a sense of being held, not by the ground or the sky, but by the moment itself. There is no separation between him and what surrounds him. If you imagine this, imagine it gently. There is no need to see clearly. A feeling is enough. Your body may shift slightly, a deeper exhale, a small adjustment, then stillness again. In the dream, sound fades. There is no insect song, no wind, just a vast, quiet presence that feels both empty and full. This is the place beneath stories. This is where effort ends. Akinosuke does not think of his past or his future. Those ideas feel distant, almost fictional. There is only this steady awareness, calm and open. Time loosens further, and then, without warning or meaning, the dream dissolves. Morning arrives in the waking world. Light filters through the paper screens of Akinosuke's home. Birds call softly, as if they are testing the day before, fully committing to it. The air is cool and fresh. Akinosuke wakes slowly. There is no jolt, no sharp return, just a gradual awareness of warmth, of breath, of being. He sits up and rests his hands in his lap. For a moment, he does nothing at all. This moment, too, is complete. Outside, the village begins to stir. Someone sweeps a path. A pot is set on a fire. Water is poured and allowed to heat patiently. Akinosuke steps outside and breathes in the morning. He notices the way the light touches the ground, the way shadows form and soften, the way the day does not rush him. Butterflies appear briefly near the garden, then drift away. He smiles, not because he is happy in a loud way, but because he is at ease. And now, dear listener, the story begins to quiet itself again. You do not need to follow Akinosuke anymore. You can let him fade into the background, like a character who has finished speaking and leaves the stage quietly. What remains is the feeling, the slow pace, the permission to rest. Your own night or morning or in-between time continues to hold you gently. If you are asleep, these words are only echoes. If you are still awake, let this be the last thing you think about. A wide sky, a steady breath, a body fully supported, nothing required, nothing missing. I will slow my voice now even more, leaving longer spaces, allowing silence to do its work. Sleep can take you whenever it wishes. There is no need to lean forward into the words or drift away from them. You can rest right in the middle, where everything is soft and unhurried. My voice can be like a low lamp left on in another room, present but not demanding attention. The quiet stretches. In this quiet, the world of the story does not push forward. It breathes, it settles, it becomes a place you can return to without effort. Akinosuke's life moves on in gentle cycles. Morning follows night. Night follows morning. Each day feels complete on its own, not a step toward something else. He wakes, he eats, he works, he rests. The rhythm is steady, like waves reaching shore and withdrawing again. One afternoon, clouds gather slowly, almost thoughtfully. The light dims, the air thickens with the promise of rain. Akinosuke feels no need to hurry. He finishes what he is doing and walks unbothered toward the old tree. The first drops of rainfall, spaced far apart, then more, follow. The sound builds into a soft, steady curtain. The earth releases its scent. Leaves darken and shine. Akinosuke sits beneath the tree, just as he did long ago. The stone is cool beneath him. The trunk at his back feels solid and dependable. He closes his eyes, not to sleep, but to listen. Rain has its own language. It does not rush its sentences. It speaks in repetition and patience. Each drop lands, completes its task, and disappears. If you are listening now, you may notice how soothing repetition can be. Breath after breath, sound after sound. Nothing new required. As Akinosuke listens, butterflies appear again, though fewer than before. They move carefully through the rain, finding shelter among leaves and roots. Their wings rest, they wait. Akinosuke watches them without expectation. He understands now that dreams come when they are needed and leave when they are done. His eyes grow heavy, not with sudden sleep, but with deep ease. He lets them close, and the world slips sideways into rest once more. This dream is quieter than all the others. There is no journey, no rising, no falling. Akinosuke is simply sitting beneath the tree again, but the scene feels vast, as if the space around him has expanded. The rain is present, but softer. The sound is muffled, like it is coming from very far away. The tree feels larger now. Its roots extend far beneath the ground, weaving through stone and soil. Its branches stretch outward, touching clouds. Akinosuke feels himself connected to it, not in a dramatic way, just in the way that everything is connected when you stop pulling away. Time loosens further. He does not know how long he sits there. It could be moments, it could be years. The difference no longer matters. Butterflies rest nearby, wings folded. they barely move. In this stillness, Akinosuke senses something simple and true. Life does not need to be understood to be lived well. It only needs to be felt, moment by moment, without resistance. The rain slows, the sound thins, and eventually there is only quiet. In that quiet, the dream fades naturally, like a breath leaving the body. Akinosuke wakes beneath the tree. The rain has stopped. The world glistens. Light filters through leaves, scattering softly across the ground. He stands, stretching slowly. His joints feel loose. His mind feels clear. Butterflies lift from the roots and drift away. He bows lightly to the tree and walks home. And now, dear listener, notice how little effort that all required. No struggle, no forcing, just allowing one moment to follow another. Your body can do the same. You do not need to make sleep happen. You do not need to chase it. You only need to stop pushing it away. Let your breath settle wherever it wants to settle. Let your thoughts wander if they must. They will tire eventually. They always do. The story now becomes less about Akinosuke and more about the space you are resting in, the room around you, the temperature of the air, the way your body meets the surface beneath it. Notice how your hands feel heavy, warm, loose. Notice your feet, supported, still. Notice your face. If your mind returns to images, let them be simple. Rain on leaves, fire glowing low, butterflies resting on stone. Nothing sharp, nothing urgent. You may feel yourself dipping in and out now. Small gaps where awareness disappears for a moment. That is, sleep knocking gently, seeing if you are ready. You do not need to answer. Just let the door stay open. If you wake later and remember nothing of this, that is perfect. The rest will have done its work anyway. And if you are still awake, still listening, that is fine too. There is no wrong way to be here. I will keep the words slow. I will keep the space wide. And when you no longer need the sound of my voice, it can fade without ceremony. For now, rest. Just rest. Dear listener, if you are still here, nestled in your quiet space, let yourself sink even deeper. There is no hurry, no goal, no need to follow any story. Just be here, simply, softly, gently. In Akinosuke's world, the days have grown softer still. The sun rises and sets like a careful painter, each stroke deliberate, slow, and soothing. There is no rush to mark time, no urgency to move from one moment to the next. Each day, each hour, each breath is allowed to be exactly as it is. One morning, the village is bathed in soft mist. It rolls lazily over fields and rooftops, curling around the trees like gentle fingers. Akinosuke walks outside. His steps are quiet, measured. Each one touches the earth lightly, as though he does not wish to disturb the calm around him. He pauses at the riverbank, watching water ripple slowly over smooth stones. The reflections of clouds move along with the gentle current, never hurrying. He breathes deeply, letting the cool air fill him completely. The scent of wet grass and fresh leaves drifts toward him. Every inhale brings ease. Every exhale releases tension. Butterflies appear, though fewer than before. They glide over the water, their wings catching the faint glow of morning. One lands near him, rests for a moment, and lifts again without urgency. Akinosuke watches, unmoving. There is no desire to follow, to capture, or to question. Only observation, only presence. As you imagine this, notice your own body following the rhythm of calm. Your breath lengthens naturally. Your chest rises and falls softly. Your arms and legs grow heavy and relaxed. Your mind, like the river, flows without effort. Akinosuke walks slowly back toward the village. Each movement is intentional, but not forced. He notices small things, the way a leaf trembles in the breeze, the soft sound of footsteps on damp earth, the faint hum of distant insects. Each detail is simple, each moment complete. At home, he tends to his small garden, watering, pruning, checking each plant with quiet attention. The act itself is gentle meditation. No need to hurry, no need to do more than what is necessary. Each droplet of water falls exactly where it should. Each leaf receives exactly the care it needs. The sun climbs higher, casting warm, soft light across the garden. Shadows stretch and bend with perfect slowness. Somewhere far off, a child's laugh floats on the breeze. It is brief, quiet, and disappears as easily as it came. Akinosuke pauses for a moment, hands resting on his knees, breathing in the gentle rhythm of life around him. He feels the connection between earth, air, and self, between movement and stillness, between now and all that is unspoken. And as he rests, so too can you, dear listener. Let yourself sink into your surface, into your sheets or chair or bed. Feel how fully you are supported. Notice how heavy your body is growing, how the muscles loosen one by one. Imagine the quiet river, the soft mist, the slow drifting butterflies. Let your mind float alongside them. You do not need to guide the images. You do not need to hold them. Let them arrive and leave gently. Evening comes slowly. The sun dips low, casting amber and gold across rooftops and fields. Akinosuke lights a small fire in his home. The flames flicker softly, moving in gentle patterns that soothe rather than startle. Shadows on the walls dance lazily, creating shapes that dissolve almost immediately. He sits before the fire, the warmth brushing his face and hands. The sound of the crackling embers is soft, almost hypnotic. He watches the glow fade in and out, noticing the subtle changes, the slow movement, breath in, breath out. The fire's warmth seeps into the ground beneath him. The quiet spreads through the room. Even the smallest noises feel like part of a rhythm. The house settles, the night hums. Akinosuke closes his eyes. The butterflies appear one last time for the evening. They move silently, brushing the air without a sound. They do not land. They do not demand attention. They simply are. And as he drifts toward sleep, he carries the day with him, not in memory, but in calm, not in story, but in feeling, not in words, but in presence. You, too, can carry this calm with you. Let your breath guide you deeper. Let your body grow heavier. Let your mind soften, untangling from worry or thought. If your eyelids have not yet fallen completely, they are invited now. Let them close. Let the room fade away. Let the gentle rhythm of breath and heartbeat become the only sounds that matter. Akinosuke's dream will continue, softly, gently, without shape or demand, and you can drift alongside it, moving through mist, rivers, trees, and slow sunlight, moving with the butterflies, moving without any need to move. Everything here is safe. Everything here is calm. Everything here is enough. Breathe in, breathe out. Allow your mind and body to dissolve slowly into stillness, like water sinking into sand. Your night is long and unhurried. Your rest is full. Your dreams are gentle. The village around Akinosuke has settled completely. The roads are empty. Lanterns flicker gently in doorways. The wind carries a faint rustle of leaves, each sound so subtle it almost becomes part of the heartbeat of the earth. Akinosuke walks outside once more, barefoot on the soft earth. The air is cooler now. Mist clings to grass and stone, curling lightly around his ankles, stretching infinitely, dotted with the slow gleam of distant stars. He pauses at the river, the water moving with barely perceptible ripples. The surface mirrors the sky perfectly, so that stars and rivers become one. Akinosuke kneels and dips his hand into the water. It is cool, soothing, a gentle reminder of the passage of time without urgency. Butterflies glide lazily above the river. Their wings are delicate, shimmering faintly in the starlight. They move without destination, without demand. One lands near Akinosuke's hand. He does not move. He does not speak. He simply notices. The butterfly lifts, dissolving into the night, and he breathes in the stillness it leaves behind. As he walks back along the riverbank, the soft soil beneath his feet absorbs each step. The sounds of the night are muted but present. An owl hoots far away, a branch shifts in the wind, water laps lightly at stones. Each sound is steady, reassuring, and rhythmic. Akinosuke's path leads him to the old tree again. Its trunk is wide and strong, its roots stretching deep. He sits beneath it, resting his back against the rough bark. Above him, leaves move gently in a breeze that seems to have no beginning or end. He closes his eyes, feeling the pulse of the tree, the earth beneath him, the air flowing lightly around him. In this quiet, he drifts into a space that is neither awake nor asleep, a liminal, floating world where moments stretch and blend seamlessly. You may find yourself there too, breathing slowly, effortlessly, feeling weight and lightness coexist, allowing images to arise gently and fade without attachment. Akinosuke's dream moves now as a slow current. He is walking along a field of tall grass that sways under a soft night wind. The grass brushes his arms and legs, creating tiny currents of sensation. The sky is low, filled with stars that pulse faintly, as if breathing in rhythm with him. Butterflies glide among the grass, landing softly, moving slowly, as if the air itself had slowed to match their motion. They do not call attention to themselves. They are simply part of the moment. Akinosuke pauses. He feels a deep sense of ease. No thought intrudes, no worries, just a presence, calm and unbroken, spreading through every fiber of his being. And in this stillness, you can rest too. Notice your own body. Every small muscle can be released. Every joint can loosen. Your hands rest without tension. Your arms grow heavy. Your legs sink into support. Even your face softens, as if your cheeks, jaw, and forehead remember how to be gentle. Imagine the gentle sway of the grass, the soft brush of butterflies' wings, the distant shimmer of stars. You do not need to visualize clearly. Feeling it is enough. Time stretches even further. Moments become long, fluid, unbroken. Your breathing matches this rhythm naturally. In, out, no need to guide it. Akinosuke lies down on the grass now, the night embracing him fully. The ground is warm and comforting. The sky stretches endlessly above. The butterflies rest nearby, occasionally lifting and drifting with no concern. He closes his eyes completely. Sleep arrives like a gentle tide, not forced, not urgent, perfectly timed. And if you allow yourself, you can drift along with him. Every breath, every soft sound, Every slight shift in weight can guide you deeper into this calm. The river flows quietly, the wind whispers, the tree stands steady, and somewhere distant, the night continues its slow song, carrying both Akinosuke and you toward stillness. There is nothing to do, nothing to solve, nothing to reach, only the gentle unfolding of this moment into the next. You are safe, you are held, you are exactly where you need to be. Dear listener, settle even deeper now. Let your body find its heaviest point of contact with whatever is supporting it. Feel how completely you are held, how the surface beneath you carries you without effort, without judgment. Allow your mind to float gently, like a leaf drifting on a slow river, carried only by the currents of calm. Akinosuke's world continues in its slow, unhurried rhythm. The village is entirely quiet under the star-filled sky. No doors open, no footsteps echo, only the subtle sounds of life, a distant owl calling, a branch swaying in the breeze, the soft murmur of water moving over stones in the river. These are not interruptions. They are part of the texture of peace. Akinosuke walks outside once more. The ground beneath his bare feet is cool and soft, slightly damp from the lingering mist. Each step makes no sound, yet each step is felt deeply, a gentle pulse between him and the earth. He moves with no urgency, no aim beyond the simple act of moving. The night sky stretches endlessly above him, an infinite expanse of velvety blue, dotted with stars that shimmer faintly as if breathing slowly alongside him. He approaches the river and pauses at its bank. The water flows gently, steady, quiet, carrying the reflections of stars and clouds alike. The ripples are subtle, almost imperceptible, and yet they seem to echo something timeless, a rhythm that resonates deeply within him. He kneels and dips his hand in the water. The sensation is cool and soft, a gentle invitation to let go of all lingering tension. Above the river, butterflies drift in slow, deliberate arcs. Their wings shimmer faintly in the moonlight. They are neither rushing nor lingering, they simply are. One lands for a moment near Akinosuke's hand, delicate and light. He does not move, he does not reach, he only observes. And as it lifts and glides away, he exhales softly, releasing the last traces of worry from his chest. You can imagine yourself here too, if you wish. No pressure to see clearly, no pressure to act, simply sense. Your body supported, your breath soft and steady, your mind free to rest. Akinosuke begins walking along the riverbank. The soft earth absorbs his steps. Each movement is deliberate, unhurried. He notices small details, the glimmer of a dew-soaked leaf, the way water clings to smooth stones, the faint hum of distant insects. Every sound, every movement, every detail is gentle, patient, and comforting. Eventually, he reaches the old tree. Its trunk is wide, ancient, and steady. Its roots stretch deep into the earth, grounding him without effort. He leans back against it, feeling the rough bark press softly into his spine. Leaves flutter above him, moved by a breeze so light it barely brushes his skin. He closes his eyes, letting the night, the tree, the river, and the soft drifting butterflies hold him entirely. In this quiet space, he drifts into a liminal state between wakefulness and sleep. No thoughts press for attention, no fears stir, just gentle awareness, as if the night itself has folded around him, soft and complete. And as you listen, you can find yourself in the same place, breathing in, long, slow, complete, breathing out even longer, softer, deeper. Akinosuke's dream begins to rise again, slower now, more expansive. He is walking through a vast field of tall grass. The blades sway gently in a breeze that carries no urgency, brushing against him lightly. Above, the stars pulse faintly, slowly, as if echoing the rhythm of his breath. The butterflies glide among the grass, landing softly, moving softly, a living presence of calm and continuity. He stops, noticing how effortless everything is. There is no need for purpose, no need for understanding, just being. His attention rests lightly on the subtle sounds of the night, the grass brushing against itself, the distant water, the quiet hum of life unfolding naturally. You may feel the same way now. Let your body sink deeper. Allow your mind to expand gently, like the soft folds of mist spreading across the landscape. Let every thought dissolve into rhythm. Let every worry soften and fade. Akinosuke lies down in the tall grass. The earth is warm and comforting, a gentle cradle. The sky stretches endlessly above him. Stars continue their slow, steady pulse. The butterflies settle nearby, moving occasionally without sound, without demand. He closes his eyes fully, surrendering to the soft, unbroken calm of the night. Breath becomes all-encompassing. Movement becomes unnecessary. Time stretches and folds, dissolving entirely. Akinosuke drifts deeper, where dreams are not stories, but sensations, soft currents of air, gentle warmth of earth, subtle rhythms of water, the slow rise and fall of his own chest. And you too can drift there. No need to imagine perfectly, no need to follow. Just let the sensations carry you. Let your body relax fully. Let your mind rest completely. The night continues its slow song. Stars shine. Wind stirs faintly. Water laps at stones. Leaves move. Everything exists in rhythm. Everything exists in calm. Everything exists in rest. Akinosuke dreams now of mountains, wide, silent mountains. Their peaks touch the sky, so still it could be velvet. Snow or mist or gentle clouds cover them in soft layers, blurring lines, creating quiet expanses. He walks among them without effort. No steps sound, no trail is required. The mountains are patient, steady, eternal. You may drift alongside him. Each breath is a slow, deliberate journey. Each heartbeat is a reminder of safety, of support, of the quiet unfolding of life and night. Even if thoughts appear, they pass like clouds. Even if sounds intrude, they become part of the rhythm. You are safe. You are still. You are held. The scene changes subtly, almost imperceptibly. Waterfalls appear, small and slow, their sound gentle, soothing. Butterflies circle above the mist, delicate as smoke. Mountains rise in the distance, calm and unwavering. Akinosuke moves with no urgency, flowing like the water, resting like the mountains. You can imagine yourself here too, fully supported, fully calm, fully at peace. Breathe in. Let the air reach every corner of your body. Breathe out. Let it carry away every trace of tension. You are heavy. You are light. You are calm. You are safe. The dream, the night, the river, the field, the mountains, they all coexist effortlessly. No end, no goal, no expectation. Only the slow, gentle unfolding of presence. Akinosuke lies back, feeling the weight of the earth beneath him, the softness of air around him, the quiet presence of butterflies nearby. Sleep deepens. Awareness softens. The edges of the body dissolves slightly. The edges of thought dissolve entirely, and you can drift deeper still, following this same rhythm, following the river, following the sky, following the slow dance of light, shadow, air, and movement. Everything is allowed. Nothing is demanded. Everything is complete. Your breath becomes slower, softer. Your heartbeat is steady, regular. Your muscles release one by one. Your mind drifts into the same gentle flow that carries Akinosuke. The night, the dream, the story, they fold around you, holding you completely. You do not need to chase sleep. You do not need to control it. It comes naturally, quietly, inevitably. And in that quiet, the world waits patiently. Time no longer matters. Only presence, only rest, only calm. You are safe. You are supported. You are held. Dear listener, if you are still with me, let your body melt further into whatever is holding you. Let the surface beneath you carry your weight fully, without effort or tension. Each breath you take is a wave, slow and gentle, carrying you further into rest. There is nothing to do, nowhere to go, only the quiet presence of this moment. In Akinosuke's world, the night deepens, the stars shine steadily, their light soft and unwavering, like guardians of calm. The village lies entirely still, save for the faint whispers of wind through leaves and the occasional gentle ripple of the river. Akinosuke moves through this night without hurry, barefoot on the soft, damp earth. The air is cool, carrying the faint scent of moss, earth, and the lingering warmth of the day. He pauses by the river, where the water glimmers faintly under the moon. The ripples move slowly, almost lazily, reflecting both the stars above and the calm within him. He kneels, letting his hand touch the surface. The coolness seeps through his fingers, a sensation that dissolves any remaining tension. Above him, butterflies float gracefully, moving without aim or urgency. One lands lightly near him, brushes the air with delicate wings, and lifts again without sound. Akinosuke does not move. He does not speak. He simply observes, inhaling the calm and exhaling everything unnecessary. You may notice yourself doing the same. Your breath follows the rhythm of calm around you. Your body sinks deeper. Every muscle, every joint, every fiber releases more fully. Your mind, like the river, flows gently, without effort. Akinosuke walks along the riverbank, each step absorbed silently by the soft earth. The night carries its gentle sounds. A distant owl hoots, a branch sways in the breeze, a subtle rustle of water over stone. All is quiet, but each sound blends into a soft rhythm, like a lullaby for the body and mind. Eventually, he reaches the old tree once more. Its trunk is wide, ancient, and comforting. Its roots stretch deep into the ground, anchoring him in a stillness that is timeless. He leans back, feeling the bark against his spine, the slight sway of leaves above, the faint brush of wind on his skin. He closes his eyes and allows himself to melt into the moment, completely, without thought or intention. In this deep stillness, the dream unfolds again. Akinosuke finds himself in a field of tall grass, stretching endlessly beneath a sky filled with slow-moving clouds and glimmering stars. The blades of grass sway gently in the night breeze, brushing softly against his body. The butterflies move through the field, hovering, landing lightly, drifting without concern. Akinosuke walks slowly through the field. He notices every subtle detail, the dew clinging to the tips of grass, the faint rustle of movement in the distance, the soft glow of stars reflected in each droplet. He feels connected to everything: the earth beneath, the air above, the space between. No thought intrudes, no tension remains, only presence. And now, dear listener, you can feel yourself there too. Feel the softness beneath your body. Feel the gentle support of your surroundings. Let your arms and legs grow heavier. Let your shoulders and jaw release. Let every breath carry you further into calm. Akinosuke lies down in the grass. The ground is warm, soft, and embracing. The sky stretches infinitely above, the stars pulsing slowly, rhythmically, like a heartbeat of the night. Butterflies settle nearby, moving softly, hovering briefly before lifting again. He closes his eyes completely. Sleep comes naturally now, without effort, without worry. It arrives as a gentle tide, pulling him into a deep, unbroken calm. And you can follow, drifting alongside him. Let the rhythm of your breath match the rhythm of the field, the river, the stars. Let your body and mind dissolve into the gentle flow of night. The mountains appear in the dream now, vast, steady, and calm. Their peaks touch the sky, softened by mist. Waterfalls tumble slowly, their sound gentle and soothing. Butterflies float among the peaks and valleys, delicate as whispers. Akinosuke moves through this landscape without effort. He walks, rests, breathes, drifts each moment, fully complete. Time stretches and softens. Awareness continues, but without tension or grasping. You, too, can drift here, fully supported by the rhythm of your own body and the slow unfolding of this gentle dream. Let every sensation, every breath, every pulse of quiet guide you deeper. Breathe in, let the air reach every corner of your body. Breathe out, let all tension flow away. The night carries everything. The river carries everything. The mountains carry everything. And in this, you are carried too. Akinosuke lies back on soft earth, fully at ease. The stars above shimmer faintly. The butterflies rest nearby. The wind moves softly, without disturbance. And sleep deepens, perfectly, naturally, inevitably. You can let yourself drift now completely, leaving thoughts behind, leaving worry behind, leaving all effort behind. Only rest remains, only calm, only presence. Dear listener, let yourself settle even further into the softness of your bed, chair, or whatever is holding you. Feel how fully the surface beneath you supports your weight. Each breath you take is slow and effortless, like the gentle ebb and flow of a quiet tide. There is nothing you need to do. There is nowhere you need to go. Just this moment of calm is enough. Akinosuke's world continues to unfold in its quiet rhythm. The night is deep and still, yet alive in the gentlest of ways. Leaves shift softly in a breeze that barely stirs them. The river moves in slow, steady ripples, reflecting the stars above like tiny flickering lanterns. The mountains rise in the distance, their peaks veiled in a soft, silver mist. The world itself feels suspended in calm, as if it is breathing slowly and deliberately. Akinosuke walks once more along the riverbank. Each step he takes is absorbed by the soft earth, leaving no sound, no trace, only presence. He notices the faint glimmer of dew on leaves, the subtle movement of insects in the grass, the reflection of stars on the water. Each observation is gentle, quiet, deliberate, but effortless. No thought is required, no judgment, just presence. Above him, butterflies drift slowly, almost like floating petals. They do not hurry. They do not land urgently. They simply move, effortlessly, gracefully, a soft accompaniment to the rhythm of the night. One pauses near Akinosuke's hand, rests lightly, and lifts again, leaving behind only the sensation of calm. You can imagine yourself here, too. Let your breath match the slow rhythm of the river, the quiet sway of the trees, the gentle flight of the butterflies. Inhale slowly, exhale completely. Let your muscles release one by one from head to toe. Your shoulders soften, your jaw relaxes, your legs sink, your back feels supported. Every part of your body is allowed to rest. Akinosuke eventually reaches the old tree once more. Its trunk is wide and sturdy, offering a sense of deep, unshakable stability. He leans back against it, feeling the rough bark press gently into his spine. Leaves flutter above him, stirred by the faintest breeze. He closes his eyes, allowing the tree, the earth, the river, and the soft drifting butterflies to hold him entirely. In this deep stillness, the dream begins again. He finds himself in a field of tall, waving grass under a sky filled with shimmering stars. The blades of grass brush against him softly, and the butterflies move among them, landing occasionally, hovering lightly, then drifting off again. Akinosuke walks slowly through the field, noticing every detail: the glint of dew, the faint shimmer of starlight, the subtle rustle of movement in the distance. He feels completely connected to everything around him: the earth beneath him, the air above him, the space between. There is no thought, no worry, no expectation, only the simple, effortless experience of being. And now, dear listener, you can drift here too. Let the sensations fill you. Let your breath move in harmony with the gentle night. Allow your body to sink deeper. Allow your mind to soften fully. Akinosuke lies down in the grass. The earth beneath him is soft, warm, and embracing. The sky stretches endlessly above, stars pulsing faintly like slow, rhythmic heartbeats. The butterflies settle nearby, moving softly, their wings whispering through the night. He closes his eyes completely, surrendering to the calm, unbroken flow of sleep. The dream expands further. Mountains rise in the distance, vast and steady. Mist curls around their peaks. Waterfalls tumble slowly, their sound a soft lullaby. Butterflies float among valleys and cliffs, delicate and light, carrying the rhythm of stillness. Akinosuke moves through this landscape effortlessly. He walks, rests, breathes, drifts. Each moment is complete in itself. Time stretches and softens. Awareness continues, but without tension or grasping. You can drift here, too. Feel the weight of the earth, the softness of the air, the gentle sway of the trees. Let your body and mind flow into the rhythm of the night. Let each breath carry you further into calm. Breathe in, long, gentle, complete. Breathe out, slow, soft, releasing everything. The night holds everything. The river carries everything. The mountains, the fields, the stars, they carry everything. And you, too, are held. Akinosuke lies back fully, sinking into the earth, merging with the stillness around him. Sleep deepens naturally, without force, without hurry, without thought. You can follow him completely, letting your mind drift, letting your body rest, letting the night carry you deeper. The world becomes nothing but soft rhythms, wind through leaves, water over stones, the heartbeat of stars, the gentle movement of butterflies. Everything is calm. Everything is enough. Everything is complete. Your breath slows, your muscles release, your thoughts fade. And in this soft, infinite calm, you can drift fully, peacefully, endlessly. Dear listener, allow yourself to sink even further into this quiet space. Feel the weight of your body fully supported, every inch of you resting, every muscle loose and soft. Each inhale draws in calm, each exhale releases tension. There is nowhere to go, nothing to do, only this gentle presence, only this moment of complete stillness. Akinosuke's world stretches on in quiet, unhurried motion. The night sky is vast and dark, dotted with soft, twinkling stars. The river flows silently beside him, reflecting the sky's glow, the faint shimmer of moonlight tracing its gentle curves. The grass bends in the breeze, soft and whispering. The mountains loom in the distance, steady, timeless, unmoving yet alive in subtle ways. Akinosuke walks along the riverbank once more. The earth beneath his feet is soft, slightly damp with night mist. Each step is absorbed into the ground silently, without rush. Above him, butterflies drift like drifting petals, their wings catching the starlight softly, gliding without hurry or concern. One rests briefly near him, then lifts again, leaving only calm in its wake. The air is cool, carrying the scent of wet earth and leaves, faintly sweet and soothing. Every inhalation brings a sense of deep calm. Every exhalation releases even more tension. Your own breath can follow the same rhythm, slowly, in deeply, out fully, letting each inhale and exhale guide you closer to stillness. Akinosuke comes again to the old tree. Its wide, strong trunk is familiar, solid, grounding. He leans back, feeling the rough texture against him, feeling the weight of the tree supporting him as fully as the earth beneath. Leaves stir above, moved by the gentle night wind, rustling softly, creating a lullaby of subtle sounds. He closes his eyes and sinks fully into the calm, letting the world hold him completely. The dream shifts naturally. He is in the tall grass once more, the night sky stretching endlessly above. The blades sway gently in the wind, brushing against him softly. The butterflies move among the grass, delicate and light, occasionally resting, then floating away. The field feels infinite, a quiet sanctuary where time flows slowly, without measure. Akinosuke walks through the grass. He notices the smallest details, dew clinging to the tips of blades, starlight reflecting on each droplet, the faint, soothing hum of insects in the distance. He feels fully connected to everything, the earth beneath, the air around, the space in between. No thoughts intrude, no worries press forward. Only the effortless experience of simply being. You, too, can float here. Let your body melt deeper. Let your mind soften completely. Allow each small sound, each faint sensation to carry you gently further. Let your shoulders drop, your jaw unclench, your limbs sink fully into support. Akinosuke lies down now in the grass. The ground is soft, warm, embracing. The sky stretches above, stars pulsing gently in rhythm with his breath. Butterflies hover lightly nearby, moving without urgency, resting occasionally, then drifting away. He closes his eyes fully. Sleep arrives like a soft tide, carrying him into a deep, unbroken calm. There is no effort, no struggle, only the slow, natural unfolding of rest. The dream shifts once more. Mountains rise in the distance, quiet and vast. Mist curls around their peaks. Waterfalls tumble slowly, their sound soft, gentle, hypnotic. Butterflies drift through the valleys and cliffs, delicate light, carrying the rhythm of stillness. Akinosuke moves without effort, walking, resting, breathing, drifting, each moment complete in itself. You may drift here with him. Let your body sink further. Let your mind follow the rhythm of breath, the gentle sway of grass, the soft flight of butterflies, the distant shimmer of stars. Allow each inhalation to bring calm. Allow each exhalation to release tension deeper and deeper. Time stretches and softens. Awareness continues, but without strain. Sleep deepens naturally. The world, the dream, the night, the river, the mountains, the fields, they all carry you. There is nothing to force, nothing to chase, only calm, only stillness, only presence. Akinosuke lies back fully on the soft grass, sinking into the earth, merging with the quiet. Sleep wraps him in its gentle embrace. His breath is slow, regular. His body is loose, heavy, relaxed. You can let yourself drift fully now. Leave thoughts behind. Leave worry behind. Leave effort behind. Only rest remains. Only calm. Only this gentle, endless unfolding. Everything is safe. Everything is held. Everything is complete. The night continues its slow, steady song. Leaves rustle. Water laps softly at stones. Stars pulse faintly. Butterflies hover silently. Mountains and fields stretch endlessly. Your breath slows. Your body releases further. Your mind softens. And now, dear listener, you are floating fully in calm. Dear listener, let yourself sink even deeper now. Feel how every part of your body is fully supported, how the weight of your arms and legs, your back and shoulders, your head and neck all melt into softness. Each breath you take is a wave, slow and steady, carrying you gently further into rest. There is nothing to do, nowhere to go, only this peaceful, quiet presence, only this moment of calm. Akinosuke's world stretches endlessly in a quiet rhythm. The night is deep and still, yet alive in subtle, gentle ways. The river flows silently, reflecting the stars and the moon's soft glow. The mountains rise, tall and patient, their peaks wrapped in mist. The grass bends in a gentle breeze, soft and whispering. Each element moves slowly, deliberately, without urgency, inviting complete ease. Akinosuke walks along the riverbank once more. The earth beneath his bare feet is soft, cool, and damp with night mist. Every step he takes is absorbed silently by the ground. The air carries a subtle fragrance of earth, leaves, and faint flowers blooming quietly in the dark. Butterflies drift above him, their wings catching faint starlight, gliding effortlessly, a soft accompaniment to the rhythm of the night. One pauses briefly near him, brushes the air lightly, and floats away, leaving behind a gentle sense of calm. The sound of the river, the soft rustle of leaves, the distant call of an owl, all blend together like a lullaby. Each note is a small wave carrying you further into relaxation. Feel your own breath aligning with this rhythm, slowly, out slowly, in deeply, out fully, letting each inhale and exhale release tension and bring more calm. Akinosuke reaches the old tree again. Its wide, sturdy trunk is familiar, offering a sense of grounding and stability. He leans back, letting the rough bark support him, letting the earth beneath fully hold his weight. Leaves above flutter softly in the breeze, creating a subtle, soothing melody. He closes his eyes, letting the calm hold him entirely. The dream begins again, shifting softly, Imperceptibly, Akinosuke finds himself in a vast field of tall grass. The night sky stretches endlessly above, dotted with shimmering stars. The blades of grass brush against him lightly as he moves. Butterflies float among the grass, landing briefly, hovering, drifting away without urgency. The field is infinite, a gentle sanctuary where time moves slowly and softly. He walks slowly through the grass, noticing the details, dew glinting on each blade, starlight reflected in each droplet, the faint hum of insects far in the distance. He feels fully connected to everything around him, the earth beneath, the air above, the space in between. There are no thoughts, no concerns, no expectations, only the gentle, effortless presence of being. You, too, may drift here. Let your body sink deeper into softness. Let your mind become like the field, open, calm, receptive. Feel your shoulders release, your jaw soften, your limbs grow heavy and supported. Each breath draws you further into the gentle rhythm of night, of dream, of calm. Akina squatted down in the grass. The ground is soft, warm, and supportive. The sky stretches endlessly above, stars pulsing faintly like slow, rhythmic heartbeats. Butterflies hover nearby, moving softly, occasionally resting, then lifting again. He closes his eyes fully, surrendering to the gentle, unbroken flow of sleep. The dream expands. Mountains rise quietly in the distance, vast and unchanging. Mist curls around their peaks. Waterfalls tumble slowly, their soft sound a soothing lullaby. Butterflies drift through valleys and cliffs, delicate and light, carrying the rhythm of stillness. Akinosuke moves without effort, walking, resting, breathing, drifting. Each moment is complete in itself. You can drift here with him. Let your body sink further into support. Let your mind follow the slow rhythm of breath, the gentle sway of grass, the soft flight of butterflies, the distant shimmer of stars. Allow each inhalation to bring calm, each exhalation to release tension deeper and deeper. Time stretches, softens, and folds. Awareness continues, but without strain. Sleep deepens naturally. The world, the dream, the night, the river, the mountains, the fields, they all carry you. There is nothing to force, nothing to chase, only calm, only stillness, only presence. Akinosuke lies fully on his back, merging with the earth, merging with the stillness around him. Sleep wraps him in its soft embrace. His breath is slow, steady. His muscles are heavy, loose, and relaxed. You can follow him completely, letting your mind drift, letting your body rest, letting the night carry you deeper. Everything is calm. Everything is enough. Everything is complete. Dear listener, as you remain here in this quiet, allow yourself to sink even further into the gentle rhythm of night. Feel how every part of your body is fully supported, how every inch of you is cradled by softness. Your muscles release completely. Your limbs feel heavy and warm. Your spine, your shoulders, your neck, your jaw, your face all soften, letting go entirely. With every exhale, any remaining tension drifts away like a feather on the wind. Akinosuke's world stretches on in perfect, unhurried calm. The stars above pulse softly, almost imperceptibly, a gentle heartbeat echoing through the night. The river winds lazily through the village, reflecting this soft light, carrying quiet ripples across its surface. The wind moves through the trees, rustling leaves delicately. Mountains rise in the distance, serene and still, wrapped in silver mist, that shifts slowly with no urgency. Every element of the landscape is in harmony, each sound a soft whisper, guiding both Akinosuke and you into deeper calm. Akinosuke walks again along the riverbank, barefoot, feeling the soft earth give slightly beneath each step. The air carries the scent of wet earth and faint blossoms, subtle and comforting. Butterflies drift lazily above him, their wings catching the moonlight in gentle flashes. One rests for a moment near him, barely touching the air, then lifts and drifts away, leaving only the sensation of quiet presence behind. You can imagine yourself here with him, walking softly on cool, damp earth, breathing in the calming night air, feeling every exhale carry away tension. Every sound, the rustling leaves, the distant water, the faint call of an owl blends into a slow, soothing rhythm. Your own breath matches this rhythm. Inhale, slow, deep. Exhale, longer, soft, letting each movement of air calm your mind and body. Akinosuke comes once more to the old tree. Its trunk is wide, strong, grounding. He leans back against it, feeling the rough bark press lightly into his back, supporting him fully. Leaves flutter above him, stirred by the soft breeze, rustling gently, creating a quiet song just for him. He closes his eyes completely, allowing the calm to settle into every part of him. The dream begins to shift subtly, flowing like water over smooth stones. He finds himself in the tall field of grass once more, the sky overhead infinite, dotted with stars that shimmer faintly. The grass sways softly in the wind, brushing lightly against him. Butterflies drift among the blades, resting briefly, then floating away again. The field feels endless, a sanctuary where time slows, and all is allowed to simply exist. Akinosuke walks slowly, feeling every sensation. Dew on grass tips, the soft glow of starlight, faint insect hums far away. He feels completely connected to the earth beneath him, the air around him, the vast sky above. No thoughts intrude, no worries press forward, only the effortless, peaceful experience of being alive in this gentle night. You can drift here with him, letting your body grow heavy, letting your mind expand like the field, open and calm. Allow the sway of grass, the faint rustle of leaves, the distant shimmer of stars to carry you deeper into stillness. Each inhale brings ease. Each exhale lets go of tension, deeper and deeper. Akinosuke lies down in the grass, letting the earth cradle him. The ground is warm, soft, and completely supportive. Stars above pulse faintly, like a slow, comforting heartbeat. Butterflies hover near him, light and effortless, occasionally landing before drifting away. He closes his eyes fully, surrendering to sleep, which arrives naturally and gently. The dream expands further. Mountains rise silently in the distance, grand and steady, their peaks shrouded in mist. Waterfalls fall softly, their sound hypnotic and soothing. Butterflies drift through valleys and cliffs, delicate and slow. Akinosuke moves without effort, walking, resting, breathing, and drifting. Each moment is complete, each sensation soft and unhurried. You may drift here too. Let your body sink deeper into support. Let your mind follow the rhythm of breath, the gentle sway of grass, the soft flight of butterflies, the distant shimmer of stars. Allow each inhalation to bring calm, each exhalation to release tension deeper and deeper. Time stretches, softens, and flows. Awareness continues, but without effort. Sleep deepens naturally. The river, the fields, the mountains, the stars, the butterflies, they all carry you, supporting you. There is nothing to force, nothing to chase, only calm, only stillness, only presence. Akinosuke lies fully on the soft earth, merging with the quiet around him. Sleep wraps him in its gentle embrace. His breath is slow and even. His muscles are loose, heavy, and relaxed. You can follow him completely, letting your mind drift, letting your body rest, letting the night carry you deeper. Everything is calm. Everything is enough. Everything is complete. You are floating fully now in quiet, in presence, in gentle, infinite calm. Dear listener, now that you are fully settled into this quiet space, allow yourself to drift even deeper. Feel the calm wrapping around your body like a soft blanket, heavy in the most comforting way. Let your arms and legs sink further. Let your spine relax completely. Let your jaw and shoulders soften. Each inhale fills you with gentle calm, and each exhale releases any remaining tension, until nothing remains but softness and stillness. Akinosuke's world continues its slow, peaceful rhythm. The river winds quietly through the land, reflecting the soft glow of the stars and the moon. Each ripple moves as if breathing slowly, carrying the calm of the night along with it. The mountains rise in the distance, solid and eternal, softened by the faint mist that drifts lazily around their peaks. The wind moves through the grass and trees, rustling the leaves in a delicate whisper, a lullaby that seems to wrap around the entire world. Akinosuke walks along the riverbank once more. The earth beneath his feet is soft and slightly damp, the perfect temperature for barefoot steps. Butterflies float above him, their wings catching moonlight in faint, shimmering glimmers. One lands lightly near him for a moment, hovering just above his hand, then lifts and drifts away, leaving behind only a feeling of calm. You can imagine yourself here too, walking slowly on soft earth, breathing in the gentle night air, feeling every exhale carry tension away. Every sound, the soft rustle of leaves, the faint ripple of water, the distant call of an owl blends into a soothing rhythm, a gentle pulse guiding your body and mind deeper into relaxation. Akinosuke reaches the old tree again. Its wide trunk is steady, grounding. He leans back, letting the rough bark support him, letting the earth beneath carry his weight. Leaves stir above him in a soft, invisible rhythm. He closes his eyes and surrenders fully to the calm, letting every part of him melt into the night. The dream shifts now. He finds himself in the tall grass once more, under a sky that stretches endlessly, dotted with shimmering stars. The blades brush softly against him. Butterflies move among the grass, light and delicate, occasionally landing, then drifting away. The field feels infinite, a quiet sanctuary where time has no meaning and everything is slow, soft, and safe. Akinosuke walks through the grass, noticing details with calm awareness. Dew glinting on each blade, starlight reflected in every droplet, faint hums of insects in the distance. He feels fully connected to the earth, the air, the night sky, and the space around him. There are no thoughts pressing, no worries to attend, only the effortless experience of being, of existing in complete calm. You can drift here with him. Allow your body to grow heavier, your mind to expand like the open field. Let the gentle rhythm of grass, leaves, and stars carry you deeper into stillness. Let every breath bring ease. Every exhale releases tension, guiding you further into comfort. Akinosuke lies back in the grass. The ground is soft, warm and supportive. Stars above pulse gently, like a slow, comforting heartbeat. Butterflies hover nearby, moving softly, light and quiet. He closes his eyes fully, letting sleep flow over him effortlessly, naturally. The dream widens now. Mountains rise in the distance, vast and calm, mist curling around their peaks. Waterfalls tumble slowly, their sound soft and hypnotic. Butterflies drift through valleys and cliffs, delicate, carrying the rhythm of unhurried stillness. Akinosuke moves without effort, walking, resting, breathing, drifting. Each moment is complete. You can drift here, too. Let your body sink deeper. Let your mind follow the rhythm of your breath, the gentle sway of grass, the soft flight of butterflies, the distant shimmer of stars. Each inhalation brings calm. Each exhalation releases tension. Time stretches, softens, folds. Awareness continues, but without effort. Sleep deepens naturally. The river, fields, mountains, stars, and butterflies all carry you, support you, surround you with calm. There is nothing to chase, nothing to do, only stillness, only peace, only presence. Akinosuke lies fully on the soft earth, merging with the quiet around him. Sleep wraps him in a gentle embrace. His breath is slow, steady. His muscles are loose, heavy, and completely relaxed. You can follow him fully, letting your mind drift, letting your body rest, letting the night carry you deeper. Everything is calm, everything is enough, everything is complete. You are floating fully now, in infinite, gentle calm, wrapped in the stillness of night, in the quiet of the world, in the soft unfolding of dream. Dear listener, as you remain here in this quiet, safe space, allow yourself to sink even deeper. Every part of your body is fully supported, every muscle soft and relaxed. Feel the gentle weight of your arms and legs, your shoulders, your spine, melting into comfort. With each breath, imagine yourself floating slightly, carried by the rhythm of calm. Each inhale drawing in serenity, each exhale releasing tension completely. Akinosuke's world is serene, unhurried, perfect in its soft unfolding. The river moves slowly, almost imperceptibly, its surface shimmering faintly with the moonlight and stars. Gentle ripples form and fade, carrying peace along with them. The mountains in the distance stand tall and quiet, their peaks wrapped in a gentle mist. The wind moves softly through the trees, rustling leaves delicately, whispering a lullaby that drifts across the fields and along the river. Akinosuke walks slowly along the riverbank. Each step is absorbed by the soft earth beneath his feet. Butterflies drift above him, their wings catching faint light, floating like gentle petals in the night air. One rests lightly near him, brushing the air with its wings, then lifts again, leaving behind a subtle sense of calm. You can imagine yourself here too, walking along soft earth, breathing in the cool night air, feeling the tension in your body dissolve with every exhale. Every sound, the soft rustle of leaves, the ripple of water, the distant call of an owl, blends into a soothing rhythm. Let your own breath follow this rhythm. Inhale, slow and steady. Exhale, long and soft, deeper and deeper into relaxation. Akinosuke comes to the old tree again. Its trunk is wide, strong, and grounding. He leans back, letting the rough bark support him. The earth beneath carries his weight fully. Leaves flutter softly above him, stirred by the gentle breeze, creating a quiet, calming melody. He closes his eyes and surrenders completely to the calm, letting the night hold him fully. The dream shifts naturally. flowing like water over smooth stones. Akinosuke finds himself in the tall field of grass once more, under an infinite night sky, sprinkled with shimmering stars. The grass brushes softly against him as he moves. Butterflies drift among the blades, occasionally resting before floating away again. The field feels endless, a sanctuary where time slows and all is safe and still. He walks slowly, noticing every detail, dew glistening on each blade, the reflection of starlight in every droplet, the faint hum of insects in the distance. He feels fully connected to the earth, the air, the night sky, and the vast space around him. There are no thoughts pressing, no worries to attend, only the effortless, peaceful experience of being alive in this gentle night. You can drift here with him. Let your body grow heavy. Let your mind expand like the open field. Let the gentle sway of grass, the soft flight of butterflies, the distant shimmer of stars carry you deeper into stillness. Each breath brings ease. Each exhale releases tension. Let yourself drift effortlessly. Akinosuke lies back in the grass. The earth is soft, warm, and completely supportive. Stars above pulse faintly, like a slow heartbeat. Butterflies hover nearby, moving softly, occasionally landing before drifting away. He closes his eyes fully, surrendering to sleep, which comes naturally, effortlessly. The dream widens further. Mountains rise silently in the distance, vast and calm. Mist curls around their peaks. Waterfalls tumble slowly, their sound hypnotic, soothing. Butterflies drift through valleys and cliffs, light and delicate, carrying the rhythm of unhurried stillness. Akinosuke moves without effort, walking, resting, breathing, drifting. Each moment is complete, each sensation soft, slow, and unhurried. You can drift here with him. Let your body sink deeper. Let your mind follow the rhythm of breath, the gentle sway of grass, the soft flight of butterflies, the distant shimmer of stars. Each inhalation brings calm. Each exhalation releases tension deeper and deeper. Time stretches and softens. Awareness continues, but without effort. Sleep deepens naturally. The river, the fields, the mountains, the stars, the butterflies, they all carry you, support you, surround you with calm. There is nothing to force, nothing to chase, only stillness, only peace, only presence. Akinosuke lies fully on the soft earth, merging with the quiet around him. Sleep wraps him in a gentle embrace. His breath is slow and steady. His muscles are loose, heavy, and completely relaxed. You can follow him completely, letting your mind drift, letting your body rest, letting the night carry you deeper. Everything is calm. Everything is enough. Everything is complete. You are floating fully now in infinite, gentle calm, wrapped in the quiet of night, in the soft unfolding of dream, in the peaceful rhythm of Akinosuke's world. Dear listener, let yourself sink even deeper into this quiet, safe space. Feel the weight of your body fully supported, every inch of you held, every muscle soft and relaxed. Let the gentle rhythm of your breath carry you further into calm. Inhale, slow, complete. Exhale, longer, softer, deeper and deeper into rest. Akinosuke's world stretches on in perfect, unhurried harmony. The river flows gently beside him, its surface reflecting the soft glow of stars and the pale light of the moon. Ripples rise and fall quietly, as if the water itself is breathing slowly, carrying calm across the land. The mountains in the distance stand tall and serene, their peaks veiled in mist. The wind moves softly through the trees, brushing leaves lightly, creating a lullaby of whispers that drift through the night. Akinosuke walks along the riverbank, barefoot, feeling the soft earth beneath him, each step absorbed without sound. Butterflies drift above him, their wings catching faint moonlight in delicate flashes. One pauses near his hand, hovering for a moment, then lifts and drifts away, leaving behind a sense of quiet presence and peace. You can imagine yourself here with him, walking slowly on the soft earth, breathing in the cool, calm night air, letting each exhale carry away tension and stress. Every sound, the rustle of leaves, the ripple of water, the distant owl's call blends into a soothing rhythm, inviting you to relax even more fully. Let your breath match this rhythm. Inhale, long and gentle. Exhale, slow and soft, letting yourself sink further into relaxation with each cycle. Akinosuke comes to the old tree again. Its wide trunk is solid, grounding, offering support and stability. He leans back against it, feeling the rough bark press lightly into his back, the earth beneath carrying his weight fully. Leaves flutter above him in a soft, soothing dance. He closes his eyes and allows the calm to settle deep within, releasing any remaining tension in body or mind. The dream shifts again, flowing like a quiet stream. Akinosuke finds himself in a tall field of grass, stretching endlessly under a sky filled with soft, twinkling stars. The blades sway lightly in the gentle breeze, brushing against him with delicate touch. Butterflies drift among the grass, floating effortlessly, occasionally landing, then lifting again. The field feels infinite, a sanctuary where time slows and everything is still, safe and soft. He walks slowly, noticing every gentle detail, dew glinting on grass tips, starlight reflected in each droplet, the faint hum of distant insects. He feels completely connected to the earth beneath him, the soft night air, the vast sky above. There are no thoughts pressing, no worries intruding, only the effortless, peaceful experience of being, of moving slowly through this gentle night. You may drift here too. Let your body sink fully into comfort. Let your mind expand like the open field. Let the sway of grass, the soft flight of butterflies, the distant shimmer of stars carry you into deeper stillness. Each breath brings ease. Each exhale releases tension, allowing you to float further into calm. Akinosuke lies down in the grass, letting the earth fully cradle him. The ground is soft, warm, and completely supportive. Stars pulse gently above, like a slow, comforting heartbeat. Butterflies hover nearby, light and effortless, occasionally resting before drifting away. He closes his eyes fully, surrendering to sleep, which arrives naturally, softly, without effort. The dream expands further. Mountains rise silently in the distance, majestic and calm. Mist curls around their peaks. Waterfalls fall slowly, their sound hypnotic and soothing. Butterflies drift through valleys and cliffs, delicate and light, carrying the rhythm of stillness. Akinosuke moves without effort, walking, resting, breathing, drifting. Each moment is complete, each sensation soft, unhurried, and comforting. You can drift here with him. Let your body sink deeper. Let your mind follow the rhythm of your breath, the gentle sway of grass, the soft flight of butterflies, the distant shimmer of stars. Each inhalation brings calm. Each exhalation releases tension, deeper and deeper. Time stretches and softens. Awareness continues, but without effort, Sleep deepens naturally. The river, the fields, the mountains, the stars, the butterflies, they all carry you, support you, surround you with calm. There is nothing to force, nothing to chase, only stillness, only peace, only presence. Akinosuke lies fully on the soft earth, merging with the quiet around him. Sleep wraps him in a gentle embrace. His breath is slow and steady. His muscles are loose, heavy, and completely relaxed. You can follow him completely, letting your mind drift, letting your body rest, letting the night carry you deeper. Everything is calm. Everything is enough. Everything is complete. You are floating fully now in infinite, gentle calm, wrapped in the quiet of night, in the soft unfolding of dream, in the peaceful rhythm of Akinosuke's world. Dear listener, let yourself drift even deeper into this quiet, serene space. Feel how every part of your body is fully supported, how every muscle has melted into softness. Your arms, your legs, your shoulders, your spine, your jaw, they are all relaxed completely. Each breath you take is a gentle wave. Inhale, slow, full, exhale, long, soft, deeper and deeper into comfort. Akinosuke's world continues in perfect, unhurried harmony. The river winds quietly through the land, reflecting the pale glow of the moon and the stars above. Gentle ripples rise and fall slowly, as if the water itself is breathing, carrying calm wherever it touches. Mountains rise in the distance, still and patient, their peaks wrapped in drifting mist. The wind moves softly through the trees, rustling leaves with the gentlest whisper, a lullaby that travels across the fields and along the river, inviting both Akinosuke and you to sink fully into relaxation. Akinosuke walks barefoot along the riverbank. The earth beneath his feet is soft, slightly damp from the night air, cushioning every step. Butterflies float above him, their wings catching moonlight in delicate flashes. One pauses near him, hovering for a moment, then lifts again, drifting away, leaving a lingering sense of calm behind. You can imagine yourself here too, walking slowly along the soft earth, breathing in the cool, quiet night air, letting each exhale carry away tension and stress. Every sound, the rustle of leaves, the ripple of water, the distant call of an owl blends into a gentle, hypnotic rhythm, inviting you to relax even further. Let your own breath match this rhythm. Inhale long and gentle. Exhale slow and soft, deeper and deeper into comfort. Akinosuke comes again to the old tree. Its trunk is wide, strong, grounding. He leans back against it, feeling the rough bark press lightly into his back, the earth beneath fully supporting him. Leaves flutter softly above, stirred by the faint breeze, creating a quiet, calming melody. He closes his eyes completely, surrendering to the stillness, letting every part of him melt into the night. The dream shifts naturally, flowing like a slow stream. Akinosuke finds himself in a field of tall grass once more, under a sky full of softly twinkling stars. The grass brushes lightly against him as he walks. Butterflies drift among the blades, landing briefly, then lifting again. The field feels endless, a sanctuary where time slows, where everything is safe, soft, and unhurried. He walks slowly, noticing every gentle detail, dew glinting on grass tips, starlight reflected in each droplet, the faint hum of insects far away. He feels fully connected to the earth beneath him, to the night air, to the vast sky above. No thoughts intrude, no worries press forward, only the effortless, peaceful experience of being, of moving slowly through this gentle night. You can drift here too. Let your body grow heavier. Let your mind expand like the open field. Let the gentle sway of grass, the soft flight of butterflies, the distant shimmer of stars carry you into deeper stillness. Each breath brings ease. Each exhale releases tension. Let yourself float effortlessly, letting go completely. Akinosuke lies down in the grass. The earth is soft, warm, and completely supportive. Stars above pulse faintly, like a slow heartbeat. Butterflies hover nearby, light and effortless, occasionally landing before drifting away. He closes his eyes fully, surrendering to sleep, which comes naturally, gently, without effort. The dream expands further. Mountains rise silently in the distance, vast and calm, mist curling around their peaks. Waterfalls tumble slowly, their sound soft and hypnotic. Butterflies drift through valleys and cliffs, delicate and light, carrying the rhythm of stillness. Akinosuke moves without effort, walking, resting, breathing, drifting. Each moment is complete, each sensation soft, unhurried, and comforting. You can drift here with him. Let your body sink deeper. Let your mind follow the rhythm of breath, the gentle sway of grass, the soft flight of butterflies, the distant shimmer of stars. Each inhalation brings calm. Each exhalation releases tension deeper and deeper. Time stretches, softens, and folds. Awareness continues, but without effort. Sleep deepens naturally. The river, the fields, the mountains, the stars, the butterflies, they all carry you, support you, surround you with calm. There is nothing to force, nothing to chase, only stillness, only peace, only presence. Akinosuke lies fully on the soft earth, merging with the quiet around him. Sleep wraps him in a gentle embrace. His breath is slow and steady. His muscles are loose, heavy, and completely relaxed. You can follow him fully, letting your mind drift, letting your body rest, letting the night carry you deeper. Everything is calm. Everything is enough. Everything is complete. You are floating fully now in infinite gentle calm, wrapped in the quiet of night, in the soft unfolding of dream, in the peaceful rhythm of Akinosuke's world. Good night.